Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Betr. Chaos.
We had no game plan for this episode.
It took us 15 minutes to get to the game, so if you want to talk about the game, skip ahead 15 minutes.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
We talked about Jalen Hurts maybe being a top 5 quarterback, maybe being more than a top 5 quarterback.
Tom Brady, I'm sorry. I'm not.
Wait, we're not
we
sorry
put
about Tom
Mahomes on a pedestal too quick.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Fair.
Tom Brady's legacy is safe. We talked about that.
I think this has been one of our strongest episodes of actually trying to work together and figure out what the we want to say for the offseason.
And then we had a nice therapy session.
Really good therapy session at the end.
To the end.
You'll notice it's probably hysterical to listen to minute 30 and then minute like 52, and the volume and the vibe of the room completely
I would say
shifted.
it's ASMR type.
It is. I was kind of speaking like this.
Yeah, it was.
I was speaking. Yeah,
Before we dive into the episode, make sure you guys download Betr. Play Betr picks. Use promo code CAPSOFF when you sign up.
Thanks.
Good shit.
Have fun. Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off, presented by Betr. It is the 10th of
February.
Guys, we made it. We
Football
made it.
season's over, fellas.
That sucks.
This
Sad and
sucks.
relieved at the same time.
It's the last. It's 11:45 on Sunday.
11:51, but who's counting?
Last time we're gonna do this late Sunday night. I'm sad.
9 more minutes till I can
sad.
start dreaming about how the Niners will win a Super Bowl next
Dude.
year.
Oh,
wait.
interesting.
Don't
Is that
go
how that
there
works?
yet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys are getting there. I'll be honest. I think it might be. I think it might be the
oh,
Bears.
oh,
I think it might be the Bears.
I don't think so right now, but in about 8 minutes, I will be right there. So check in with me then. Check in with me at midnight. I'm gonna be so back. Yeah.
I love it.
You look at me like I'm a crazy man.
Because you're wearing Eagles gear saying that. So
That's
this is
so
gonna be fun.
embarrassing.
That is tough.
Dude, this is like my thing. You know I do this.
I know, but it's still
Won a bunch of
embarrassing.
fucking money on them tonight. It was fantastic.
Did you?
On the Eagles, yes, I lost a lot of money on stupid fucking
I lost so
all the
much
dumb.
money
If
today.
I just bet on the Eagles, I would be up so much, but I lost it on the
I need
fucking
to stop,
touchback.
dude. I need to stop trading meme coins. I was up so much money today.
Get it out. Let it
And
happen. Yep.
I just have the emotional intelligence of a 4-year-old.
No.
And I'm like, I can make more money. I can make more money on this coin. And then I hold it, and then it fucking tanks. And then I
Don't
lose
you?
money.
You're the one that tells me if you hit 1 out of every 10, that's an unreal clip.
Unreal. And
So
I'm like,
why do
for my
you
last
even
50.
Do these?
Because what if?
I don't.
What if I hit that one? Because if I hit this one,
I
fuck it,
don't
wanna
mean.
talk about it.
Yeah, I don't mean to be that guy, but
There are people listening that are in
Well,
the same boat
Pat
as me.
invested in KC Refs coin.
Yeah.
It was a good investment. No, so this coin was actually a really good one. So this coin was KC Refs, and it was the
good.
refs in
So
red and white
funny.
stripes. But no, the bet was good. The game script didn't go our way. So
what is it? What?
going into
What
the
do you get a
game,
Jalen Hurts
it was
coin?
at like say the coin, just to make everyone's mind easier. The coin was at $1. Let's say.
Sure, yeah.
And so that first pass interference happens against the Eagles
spike.
on 4th down.
Green candle?
Immediate goes to $3.
That's
like
hilarious.
$1 to 3. And like me and Derek are like, we're right. Like this was the idea. Was Chiefs get calls, coin go up. Then next drive, Eagles get a call.
Makeup call.
Yeah.
Makeup call. Real
Coin
quick.
tank.
Woo,
Down
right
to
back
$1.
down. Back down to $1. And then
That's so
the
funny.
Chiefs get that false start instead
Sure,
of the offsides
yeah,
on
yeah.
the field goal for the Eagles. Boop, back up to 2. Not as big of a call. So like at this point though, we're like, holy shit, this coin's exactly what we thought it was. If the Chiefs get the calls, we're gonna make a bunch of money.
Which is exactly what should happen.
And then the Chiefs started to play awful football. The
worst football I've ever
The
seen.
Chiefs were taking penalties the Chiefs never take, and the Eagles were playing flawless
the
football.
Chiefs had the first offensive holding penalty on them in Super Bowl history.
It
for them.
was,
That's crazy.
but like I said, the coin was a good investment. The game just didn't go our
Hey,
way.
it's just what's Pat angry about this?
No, this is
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I'm not angry about this coin. This coin I'm happy about. I lost money on this coin, but I'm not upset about that.
What about the score bug?
Score bugs.
sucked.
I don't know. Me and Jen kind of went back and forth.
I
almost liked
hated
it.
it at first, but I like the neutral space in the
Yeah,
middle.
the negatives.
The negative space
I
was
almost
nice.
liked how big it was.
Minimalist will be the minimalist movement will be the ruin of society. Like
Yes,
why,
I
give
like
me
that.
a fucking finished apartment. Like don't give me a
Oh,
a concrete ceiling. Like give me a finished apartment.
You and me both have the concrete ceilings and floors, and it's like, dude, just finish it.
Right, just like in
yeah.
this is Fox like making like a stance. I'm like, oh no, we don't have to have cool graphics on our scorebook. Yes,
Bro,
you do.
I saw
I
someone
can
say
design a
that
better
they
scorebook.
gave $375 million to Tom and they had no money left over for the new
saw
scorebook.
that.
That's awesome. That's funny.
Yeah.
I mean,
Meanwhile,
Jesus.
Tom fucking sucks.
He's not good at his job.
And-
it's good to see.
I
It
don't
makes
know.
me happy.
Did anyone
Well, he's
see
not
Tom
perfect.
Brady's watch that he wore for the
Yeah.
Super Bowl?
$750K?
You wore a $750,000 Jacob & Co. watch. You don't look good in it.
Whoa.
You don't look good in it.
I don't know why you're acting like
No, you're
anyone
getting so
knows
mad.
that watch.
Why are you
I
fucking
think you're
pocket
just
watching?
mad that you don't
I think it's a beautiful watch, but you are calling the game of the Super Bowl. It did not look good on you
I think
on the
it looked-
sidelines.
I think it looked
on
pretty
the
cool.
up top. No,
On
I
the up
don't
top?
think it did. I don't think it did.
I'm not a watch
in the
guy.
studio.
I'm not either.
I don't have to be a
watch
watch guy. You can still have an
we
opinion
talk
on it.
about the
I mean,
game
you just like
yourself?
name dropped the exact price and model of the watch, so you're
It's
clearly
called
a watch
regurgitating
guy.
No, you're
information
pocket
on
watching.
Twitter, brother.
Yeah,
You never heard of
nah.
Jacob and Co?
No.
Really?
I've heard of
And I'm
Rolex.
gonna ask no.
I've heard of Rolex. I've heard of
I'm poor.
I've heard of Rolex.
Seiko. I know Seiko, right? That's one.
You're above me.
What's the one that Roger Federer's
Cartier, they got one.
Yeah, good.
Cartier
must
has
have
watches
one.
for sure.
Gucci maybe has
What about
one.
you ever heard RM?
Really?
I know
Richard Mille?
Patek Philippe.
Oh, Richard Mille. Yeah.
Oh, I know Richard Mille. What
about
Like, don't
AP?
say RM.
Yeah,
Well, that's
AP, Adrian Peterson.
Okay. You spoke to him. We're going to talk about
Austin
that.
Powers.
Come on.
Uh,
Ademals Baguette? You've never
that
heard
what
of
it's-
it?
I know what it
That's
is.
LIX.
yeah, I've heard of AP.
I've never.
though. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever
Okay.
owned like a real watch. It's like I've had like Apple.
You know
Watch.
what you gotta do down here in Miami? You gotta buy a
Rollie.
fake Rolex.
Yeah, fake.
You have
Rollie.
to.
No, but I don't give a. I don't want to be a poser. I don't give a.
All right.
It's not about people.
Should we talk football?
I mean, yeah, we
Yeah.
probably should. Last thing on that, I have a nice just gold watch that's just like
Yeah.
it's a flexible one and it's just really cash and it looks
Yeah.
great when I go out.
That's good. That's
awesome.
nice. You need one of those.
Okay,
Maybe
let's
it's
talk about the
taken
game now.
so far.
Before we do go into the game,
Okay, fine.
you guys had a good time at Waste Management?
We had the best time.
How
At
many
yeah, let's
beers
catch up
did the
on our last,
three
like,
of you
3
guys
days.
collectively drink at 16th hole.
on
42, I think, was the number.
Jeez,
Yeah.
that's good numbers.
between 3, yeah.
And I'll hand up
that 14
the,
apiece?
the end of the day, blurry.
Yeah. Bro, the walk home felt like it was 5 minutes. The day after, it took like 35
I
minutes.
spawned into a B-dubs. Like, I spawned into the B-dubs. I remember walking out
How
of
many
the
wings?
stadium. I
did-
only 6. I was full. I had a billion
yeah,
calories
yeah,
of beer
yeah.
in
I
me.
took down a
was a
full.
fucking
I took
swimming
down
pool.
20 wings. They looked at me like, "How the fuck did you just eat all
Yeah.
those wings?" I was like, "I
I
have no
didn't
idea."
even taste it.
No,
Yeah.
but something when you're that hammered, it's like I don't know where there's room that just gets added to.
And it was
your
also one of
stomach.
those where, like, the
all right.
blurriness, I was like, I was front row very much on TV. I was like, I really hope I didn't do anything silly.
and say something that could
Like,
get
I
picked
knew
up by
I
a
was,
mic.
yeah, like, I knew I was really drunk, but, and, like, the fact that James or Tycho, like, the next day when you wake up, when you wake up and it's like you have, like, the anxiety real
Yes,
quick where you're
yes.
like,
Yeah.
like, I remember most, but something's a little fishy. And then, like,
did-
you wake
yeah.
up and you're, like, with your buddies that were also drunk with you, and you're kind of just, like, looking at them, like,
What we do, boys?
Did we do any stupid shit?
and then, like, no one says anything. You're like, fuck yeah, let's go. Made it out unscathed.
How was NOLA, fellas?
Dude, it was a grind.
Yeah, you guys were all over the place.
Yeah, what the fuck?
We did,
We had how many 14 to 16 hour days?
well, two
Two
back to
Woo.
because we didn't do it on the 3rd. We were supposed to go to the red carpet last night.
Got caught up
Ended
in
up
some
getting
shit.
caught up in just like dinner and drinks, and fortunately did not go. The problem is you're supposed to show up for media check-in at like 8:30, and they don't
come
arrive
till
till 10:30 or 11. So you're just standing around talking to fucking TMZ fuckboys. And
the bottom feeders,
yeah,
like-
that was the moral of
Yeah.
the trip highlight for Jack and I was realizing that we're very much leeches and bottom feeders, just
that's what we do
slurping
not
on the
want to
sand.
be.
And I don't want to be that. I don't want to have to find Puka Nakua and be like Puka 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 Puka. 1 second, one question, and that's all I get.
Puka, bowling, you're good at it. Like,
Yeah, by the way,
Don't buy it either, yeah.
I
I don't think
I believe
Puka
it.
being good at bowling. No, did you see his like practice stroke?
No.
It looked terrible.
What did it look like?
I had
Not like a pro.
Show me.
I mean, it looked like it was literally like one of these.
But he didn't have the toe. Did he have the toe drag?
Was there a spin?
I have the toad swirl.
I got really nervous for that. I also got really starstruck a few times. We spoke to a lot of guys. Jack, full circle moment. Jack
That was
apologized
sick.
to
Yeah,
Kevin
that was-
O'Connell
that was really
and Aaron
sick.
Jones.
That was really big for me, man.
Proud of you, man.
I
Proud
think
of you.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, speaking of big, made Jack look like a little Polly Pocket.
Yeah.
he
He
looked
is.
so
And
And then,
tiny.
okay, I'm not a short guy by any means. I'm just slightly above average.
No, and then
height.
you're also like you're.
I feel like we should
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
I'm
short
big,
people.
Look bigger.
No, like I'm a big dude.
I'd prefer if we not
Kevin
talk about
O'Connell
short
was
people.
Wide as me, but he's all muscle. He's just fucking. He's a massive.
was an
individual.
NFL quarterback, so you have to remember that.
6'6".
Really?
6'6".
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't either.
He played quarterback
Yeah,
in
he
the
got
NFL.
drafted by the Pats.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick drafted him. We were talking to his mom.
Yes. We spoke to his
before
mom
we
for like
interviewed him.
15 minutes,
Yeah,
which is
she's
also
super
kind of
nice.
crazy.
She's a
Yeah.
lovely
That's
lady.
bizarre.
We were
Yeah.
talking. Okay,
Cameras
here's what I'm
rolling?
going to say. For those listening, Caps Off will be at a Minnesota Vikings training camp.
It seems like it's
This
just
year.
about I would say it's almost surely gonna happen.
Kevin
Love
also,
that.
and again, he was just stroking us off at this point, but he was like, "You guys should definitely do the skull chant, lead the skull chant, but then you have to take the other team." And we're like, "All
No,
right,
he
this
said
is
that you guys should do the skull champ, and then like essentially don't say exactly this, but nah, fuck y'all gonna get smoked today. Like something like that.
We
That is
take,
kinda funny.
off the Vikings jersey,
Yeah.
and it's just like jetting up.
You actually do full. Wait, hear me out. Face paint.
Yes.
And then you scrub it off
Yes.
while you're in school.
No,
And then
I'm
Jack's face.
literally never putting on face paint
We're
again.
gonna we are gonna release a video, a vlog, 48 hours or 72 hours in New Orleans. So that was cool. But the list of people that we spoke to, just to run down.
Wait, you sent it to someone from work. You
I
have the whole
did.
thing,
Go,
right?
More
go,
people,
go,
yeah.
go.
Quick air filling.
Go for it.
I found out today from Jack and Adam and
Yeah.
that apparently LeBron James has seen my face before.
Kevin Durant.
And Kevin Durant.
How?
And
Apparently.
I would. He's in the same group.
Well, let's
chat
not
with-
name the specific person that gave that up just yet, because there's going to be an episode that will come
Okay,
out.
well,
Oh,
you'll
yeah,
beep
that's
that
it.
out in
Yeah, we'll
post.
bleep that
We
out
can-
then.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Set a reminder. Whoever does
I
the
bleeped
edit.
it out.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Seth Curry's in the group chat. Steph. So I think
You guys-
Steph Curry
we need
knows
to
who we
keep
are,
that
which would be really
Yeah,
cool,
appa-
too. Yeah.
Long story short, an NBA player told us that the highest ups of the NBA players are fans of our clip outs.
Or at the
fun.
very least, have watched us.
At the
Like,
very least,
definitely
LeBron
know.
James has made eye contact with me through a phone
Yeah.
and probably laughed
Yeah.
and was like, "This little fella knows a thing or two."
Or he does. This little Irish fella.
This angry leprechaun seems to be casting a
It had to be the
spell.
That is
Rodgers,
the
the
one you get
Rodgers
a
trade.
lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I get
let's hear it.
Harry Potter's. What
So
I get
this
most of the
was
day.
I sent this at 2:35 in the morning on February 8th after working.
That was
our
yesterday.
Second,
You know what that was? That was
was
the
that?
B from the better sign that just fell off.
actually.
Again, yeah.
Wait, what do you-
Like, you know the wood
the
things
better-
we have?
Oh, that-
Yeah,
yeah.
we had them up. Like, we had them very temporarily up. We're like, these will last for the end of the game. That is about as far as they'll last.
Oh, all right. Well,
All
yeah.
right, I sent this at 2:35 in the morning after the second 16-hour day. People we've spoken to or interacted with: Puka Nacua, Shaq, Pat Surtain, Kevin O'Connell, Tristan Wirfs, Jonathan Taylor, Nico Collins, Burt Kreischer, Adrian Peterson, Ron Rivera, Aaron Jones, Jordan Love, Bijan Robinson, Devin McCourty, Tracy McGrady, RG3, Dustin Poirier, and Rashad White.
Dude, what the?
Oh, and
Every
That's gonna be a
single one of those
sick
guys
vlog.
will be in this
And
vlog.
Johnny Drama.
Oh,
nice.
and Johnny Drama.
Nice.
Yeah.
Weirdest video I got sent during the NFL Super Bowl. I almost said big game. Sorry.
Yeah, we can talk about it now.
The weirdest thing I got was Joey Levy, our CEO of Betr.
Oh, yeah,
sent us
that
a
was
video
crazy.
of a random Chiefs fan throwing a ball to Jameis Winston in the stands, and then
Just rubbing
he
the
rubbed
belly.
Burt Kreischer's
Yeah.
stomach. It was the most insane video I've ever seen.
Dude, Bert Kreischer told me he loved me.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
can say that.
hell
I think
yeah.
that was so cool.
Yeah,
oh my
that was
god.
awesome.
Yeah. The only thing I said is like, fucking love you too, man.
Yeah, no, I literally love
That's
you.
a perfectly appropriate response.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a little glazing.
No, not at all.
He
What?
started the glaze.
What if I said like, I know?
That would be
Rude.
weird.
I don't know.
That would-
Rude.
That would be weird.
I just wanted to drink a beer.
Jack and I get very nervous in these settings. I realized we should talk
about
football.
the game.
Oh, dude, remember me with Drew Brees trying to get him? Oh, that was
yeah.
horrible.
Last part about this Jack
Embarrassing.
had an
Oh, no.
embarrassing 3 hours
On
stint
But I
on day
I
one
had a
of Radio
3-1
Row.
comeback. Though.
On video?
On video, everything on video. Literally never seen him get
3
this
hours seems
anxious.
crazy,
Well,
by the
3
way.
hours was the morning shift. Never seen him get this anxious and nervous to approach someone. It was like he forgot
been
how to
2
do
years.
it.
I do not do good well. See?
Pat's getting nervous
See?
thinking about
I
it.
don't do well in those situations
Pat,
at all.
We arrived at Radio Row within 5 minutes. I'm like, I just put the mic on, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, there's Drew Brees. He's just finishing an interview. No one's around here. I should go speak to him. And I go, hey Drew, one minute for a question. Question.
Oh,
and I just
shit.
and
The
like
best is Drew
Did he
goes,
walk by?
No, or it was like
he
something
said,
along the lines of,
oh
I
yeah,
gotta
sure.
go, I gotta go.
He said, oh yeah, sure. And then I didn't have the balls to like actually do it. And then his PR people went and like, oh wait, Drew, could you still? He's like, no, I'm going.
It happened like 3 or 4 times. And then he got on the board with a layup with Ron Rivera.
There you go.
Hey, that's
oh,
a big
no,
one.
It was, was it
Anywho.
him or Blake from Workaholics?
No, it was Ron
He got
Rivera.
me in his own.
Anywho,
Football. Super Bowl. Happened.
we
I'm
just
so
spent
sorry.
15 minutes yapping about nothing but the Super Bowl. So if you were listening,
Anything but the Super
the
Bowl.
rest of this episode for 45 minutes is all going to be about
Will
the
be
Super Bowl.
I promise.
Where
Oh
do
no!
we
If you guys
start?
I
watch
just
and
wanna-
listen, y'all are used to this shit at this
Yeah,
point.
here's
bro.
here's where we start. One word to describe the Super Bowl from everybody.
boring as.
Good start, Jack.
can't
I was
go
gonna
through-
use
I was
that
gonna say
word.
Boring as fuck.
Boring.
Under delivered.
2 words.
Under
with an-
dash delivered is one
Yeah.
word.
Under-delivered.
Hyphen, good hyphen use.
DoorDash.
Sponsor
Basically,
us.
yeah.
I'll go ass. Just ass.
Come on.
I did win a Super Bowl box. though.
Fulfilling.
Pleasuring.
Fulfilling is for you.
Fulfilling or
Yeah.
pleasuring.
Yeah.
Because you want money.
No, because I said
He's been gassing the Eagles all
my
season
preseason
long, yeah.
prediction was Eagles to beat the Chiefs before the season started.
Did
What
you
just
100% say beat the Chiefs?
the topic was the Chiefs are going to make the Super Bowl. Who is the team that will dethrone them? Adam says the Philadelphia Eagles will dethrone the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, cool.
Done.
Yeah, that's
It
right.
always
Yeah.
Would have been really cool to bet money on that
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you actually believed it.
Anywho.
If you weren't just saying it into a microphone.
So yeah. What
Embarrassing.
hooked his ass.
Where do we start, man?
high level thoughts? Super Bowl LIX.
I mean, I will say, hell of a birthday for Cooper DeJean, just off the rip.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cooper DeJean. The exciting white really made it an exciting play.
Oh yeah.
Hell of a
Yeah.
play for
Yeah.
the birthday kid.
And did Zach Bond get one
Zach
too?
Bond also got
Zach.
a pick. Did
That's
call
sick.
that. Yeah. I was pissed he didn't crib that shit because that would have been like maybe the Super Bowl MVP. Would've been a
No.
crazy call.
Okay, well, here's where we'll start. How about this? Who won the game for the Philadelphia Eagles?
Vic Fangio.
Defensive line.
Jalen Hurts.
I don't know. I'm still undecided.
How
I'm
about
hoping
just
to-
yes?
yes?
All of the above. Like literally.
Jalen Hurts played fucking lights out.
That
He played so
Jalen Hurts
good.
played flawless
The
football
interception
tonight.
doesn't even count. It was a punt. I'm pretty sure it was
But-
fourth down, and he was like, I'll just,
I think
I'll
No,
just-
it
No,
was,
it was
third
third
down.
down.
It was
It
third
was on
down.
the
They were on the
27.
Chiefs 30.
Yeah.
It was an objectively really bad pick. Super
Okay, but
underthrown.
by the way, if Josh
guess I was just
Allen, Joe
listening to the Eagles
Burrow,
fans.
Pat Mahomes, if they make those throws, no one bats an eye.
no,
Also,
I'm
that
not.
that's
I'm
an
not trying to
arm
discredit. I'm just saying it was. An
Second
objectively
Super
bad
Bowl in a
pick.
row that Hurts went for over 70 yards on the ground. It seems as though when the Eagles need to win games, that's when they finally let Jalen Hurts loose on the ground. Every single time, he is such an effective runner.
Yeah.
Extending plays,
Right.
designed runs, touch pushes,
I think
read
we-
options. He's so good.
And I think we don't actually. I don't. and Maybe it's me. I don't think of him as like the super dynamic runner
No, you
because
don't.
it's the tush push merchant
But people like
allegations.
they also like want to force him into being a passer when it's like this is clearly Jalen Hurts at his best. Pass the ball 22 times, let him carry it 10 times, and let
Was
Saquon
he
Barkley do
17
the
for
rest.
22?
He was 17 for 22, 225
With
yards,
some
2
good- with
touchdowns,
the- that's
72
insane.
yards
His
on the
average
ground.
depth of target also was definitely not something
No,
below.
it
like
was-
five.
he was
He was
slinging
slinging
that
it.
shit.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts played flawless football, in my opinion, regardless of the INT.
No,
to
you
me,
can't say flawless.
why?
Well,
Yeah, he threw a pick.
He threw a bad pick when they were driving. It was-
Jalen
important-
Hurts played
important
one
question then.
flawless football.
Important question after the brief discussion we've had. Where are we putting Jalen Hurts in the QB rankings after this Super Bowl where he balled out? Balled out.
And this is the second straight Super Bowl he's outdueled Patrick Mahomes very
Completely
easily.
outplayed
He's
him.
no doubt top 5, right? No doubt.
It's hard.
He's no doubt top 5.
Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback.
No
What
doubt
we
top 5
learned
to me.
tonight was the top 5 in the NFL for quarterbacks is solidified. I said Jaden Daniels before. Jaden Daniels comes
Not
out.
solidified.
Jalen Hurts goes in. That list is solidified.
I think
Now,
yeah,
what
season,
no,
yeah.
I think you do have to do that.
No, you have to.
Yeah.
To say, like, at the when 30 years from now they say, who are the top 5 quarterbacks at the end of the 2024 NFL season?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is number 5 on that list.
Bingo.
Number 5?
Or is he higher? I don't know.
I think he might be higher.
All right. You cannot even. You still cannot put him in the tier above that. You cannot.
Why?
You cannot. Because
this
body
is-
of work matters. He has had
Yeah, he's been to 2 Super
Correct.
Bowls and won
He
one of them.
just won the Super Bowl.
How many Super
He
Bowls
is
have
the
Josh
be-
Allen
he
and
was
Lamar
the
Jackson
best
been to?
quarterback in the
Lamar
last game of the season.
He's been to 1, so that's why I
Hey,
left him off the list.
There's one guy that wins the last game of the season, and it's the winning quarterback of the team that wins the Super Bowl, and that's
point,
Jalen
yeah.
Hurts.
Good
He's
body of
the
work.
best fucking quarterback in the league at
So,
this
all
moment.
right. So you're going to say that Jalen Hurts is. Whoa. Okay.
At this moment. At
So
this
you're
point.
saying you would take Jalen Hurts over Joe
No.
Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. You would take Jalen
would-
Hurts to be your quarterback over those guys.
I would take him
You
over.
cannot-
I would take him over Joe Burrow because of what he
No,
can
you
do on the
cannot.
ground.
You cannot say that with a straight face. There's no
I
way
just
you
did
can
it.
say that.
Okay, so here's okay. Hold on. I got thoughts. Because I've been
bitter.
trying to wrap my head around where I would put Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, based off a body of work and winning a Super Bowl and taking down Mahomes, deserves to be in front of those guys because those guys cannot get over Patrick Mahomes' hump except for Joe Burrow. Now, Joe Burrow lost in the Super Bowl.
But
I
Joe
don't
Burrow-
care if he beat him. He lost. No one is handing out participation trophies. However, and this is not a slight to Jalen Hurts, but there is a shit ton of Eagles fans that would say if you put him in a lineup and you said pick one of your quarterbacks for the next 3 years,
Jalen's the fifth
Josh
one they would
Allen,
take.
Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, I'm willing to bet 3 out of 4 is picking one of those guys over Jalen Hurts. That's the hard part.
I'm willing to bet almost every Eagles fan, if they're honest with themselves, would pick all of those guys over Jalen Hurts.
All of those guys are objectively better quarterbacks.
That's the point,
Better,
though.
like, better at everything than Jalen Hurts. But Jalen Hurts just won a Super Bowl.
He's a
He
winner.
just beat Pat Mahomes. He has outplayed Pat
Yes.
Mahomes multiple
When you-
times.
and it's-
There is a lot of stock to put in guys that
So
can win the big
so
game.
so when you're making the top 5 ranking, is it how much of it is based off of career accolades and how much of is it based off of just like We know the talent that these guys have.
But I think Jalen Hurts can do whatever it takes to win any type of game.
He does step up in the biggest moments. NFC Championship game, Super Bowl, he's played unreal. But this regular season and regular seasons past, like last year, he did not play great football.
Here's my
They
counter.
won fucking. It doesn't matter what.
But here's my counter
did
argument.
enough.
Hold on. Here's my counter argument to it, though, is that like winning the Super Bowl right now is definitely a team stat.
Well,
Like that's a team stat accolade.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
He
Yes,
just had
yes,
arguably the most talented roster of the last decade.
and one of the best defenses I've ever seen.
The Eagles had the best rushing. They were the best rushing team in the NFL. They have 2 wide receiver ones on their team. They have the best offensive line, and they have the best defense in football.
2 wide receiver one's a stretch.
Wide receiver 1 and one of the
Very
best
good,
wide
yes.
receiver 2s in the league in Devontae Smith, a Heisman Trophy winner. So I'm not necessarily, by the way, I'm high on Jalen Hurts.
I know.
I think he's top 5. But I think there's got to be a real conversation around Jalen Hurts because he just won the Super Bowl, not necessarily because Jalen Hurts carried like you may have saw
he did
Josh Allen
everything you
did,
needed
but
him
he
to
did
do.
everything you needed to
If
do.
you
So where
put-
do you put him? I don't know. I think it's 5. I think it's 5. I think it's 5. Final answer
think
for
he's
Adam, 5.
But so and then that's where you have to decide what to weigh the accolades versus the talent, like I was saying. So and I think it's more talent, probably 70, accolades 30. But once you get a certain amount of accolades, that's where you get greater. Like Patrick Mahomes, like where he has the 3 Super Bowls.
Whenever I'm considering how am I ranking these 5 quarterbacks, the way
Winners?
I see it is if I had the choice of these 5 quarterbacks to play on the same team, so you take the team out of it.
On the
is-
Tennessee
and
Titans.
On any NFL team,
Let's
and I
put 'em
need
on-
this
let's put 'em on
quarterback to win
Cowboys.
me a Super Bowl. That is the question that I'm asking myself. And
yeah.
it's starting to look like Jalen Hurts is
Okay.
over Lamar, over Josh Allen. I don't know about Joe Burrow, but those other 2 guys, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, have simply never, ever, ever, ever been able to get over the hump.
And they didn't beat Patrick
Jalen
Mahomes.
Hurts
He
just got
did
over the
it.
hump. He just
Yeah.
proved that he's
Okay.
capable of beating Pat Mahomes and getting over the hump.
funny thing is, I
agree,
think you can make an argument that Lamar Jackson is the most talented quarterback in football.
I would
He
agree.
does
You can
things
make
no
an
one else
argument
can
like
do.
that, but you need me to win one fucking game. I'm taking Jalen Hurts over Lamar Jackson because we've seen. We've seen, especially in a
No,
playoff
I've seen the
game.
team. I've seen the team be better.
No, but we've seen Jalen Hurts in 2 Super Bowls. The 2 Super Bowls he's played in.
I don't disagree
Ball
with
the
you.
fuck
I don't
out.
disagree
and
with
you know, I don't. This is not fun for me to talk.
I don't disagree
about,
with you,
like-
but we went to Radio Row and asked every single person. Jack and I had 2 questions that we wanted to ask every single person if we could only get 2 questions. One was the hypothetical of bringing back one player. The other was build around one franchise quarterback. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. Not a
90%?
single fucking person even thought about Jalen Hurts, and 100% of the people.
We didn't mention.
Yeah,
that.
but if you don't,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm just saying, 100% of the people went out and said Lamar Jackson.
No, it was like 90. We heard of Burrow.
There was one person. Who was it? Shaquille O'Neal, because he went to LSU.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, there's not a single fucking soul that should take Jalen Hurts over Lamar Jackson. However, Jalen Hurts deserves all the respect, all the fucking love for getting over the hump, solidified himself in that top 5. However you want to make that top 5, that's up to you. For me, he's 5. I'm taking Lamar, I'm taking Josh, I'm taking Joe. But that dude deserves all the fucking flowers.
I agree with that. He would be number 5 on the list.
I have an interesting question I want to say. All right. How would you rank the active quarterbacks top 5 in terms of just their career so far? Like career
Mahomes
accolades?
1.
Yeah,
Mahomes,
Aaron
Jalen
Rodgers.
Hurts too.
okay.
Like, no, I'm saying like all these guys.
Aaron
Because
Rodgers
Jalen
2.
Hurts could legitimately with
Matt
the,
Stafford 3.
But then there's
Well,
like,
then we're just going Super Bowls,
but then
Russ.
there's Russell Wilson. But like career-wise, right now, Jalen Hurts has been to more Super Bowls than Matt Stafford. He has a Super Bowl.
He's
Super Bowl
been
MVP.
more Super Bowls than Aaron Rodgers.
I would
That's
then,
true.
I would then
But he
go.
doesn't have the MVP.
To answer your
He
question,
has the
then I
one?
would go
The Super Bowl
Patrick Mahomes. I'd go Lamar Jackson 2
Over Rodgers.
Just
over
'cause
Aaron Rodgers because of the year that he had.
No,
Aaron Rodgers,
Aaron Rodgers has more MVPs, and he's won
but he
Super
also
Bowls,
has
he's won
been
MVP.
bad the last 2 years.
Adam, no, this is
He's
career.
in career, but it's
He's
also
been-
not
he was
fair
bad.
to
He's
do
also
careers when
horrible.
all these guys have played
No,
for
but,
different like
Lamar's been in the league 6-7 years, whatever it might be. He has
Rodgers
2
got
fucking
2 MVPs.
MVPs.
The rest was-
No, he has 2 MVPs already, and he should have had a 3rd this year. So
Rodgers got 4 in a
and
Super
he
Bowl
the
MVP.
first MVP he had, he didn't even know how to throw the ball. He just ran the ball. And this year he just came out, should have been the MVP, and passed the fucking ball like the best quarterback we've seen over the last like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
So I would put it Lamar 2. I think you can make a case for Rodgers 3, but
It has to be Rodgers.
Stafford's a no-brainer 4 also, just for
I would take Russ over.
it's hard
Stafford's
because you have
career.
longevity.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
It's like
hard.
how, it's like how do you?
I don't
Are
know
you
how
kidding
you-
me? If you
not.
put Matt Stafford on those fucking Seahawks teams, you don't think that they're a way better football team?
I think you forget how fucking sick.
Yeah, Russ
prime
was
Russell
insane.
I think you
Same.
forget how fucking sick Matt Stafford was on one of the worst football teams ever.
Dude.
On the Lions?
Exactly. None of Russell
Matt
Wilson's teams
Stafford's-
are ever bad.
Because he
He was
was on a
he's a
good
winner.
team.
He was an unbelievable quarterback.
It's Matt Stafford over
I'm
Russell
taking Matt
Wilson.
Stafford. I'm taking Matt Stafford.
He's like Matt Stafford's going to end up being like top 5 in most passing
Give Matt Stafford the
categories.
Legion of Boom.
He's going to be top 5 in probably passing touchdowns,
Wait,
passing
let's try.
yards.
I want to try to answer this one though, but I think it's hard to
Jalen
answer.
Hurts-
It's so
Jalen
hard
Hurts
with
is
the
up.
longevity.
I
thing.
don't.
Not wins.
Well, but that's the thing. How could you put Jalen in there and not have a Lamar Jackson in there?
Right.
What has Lamar done in
Super
the
Bowl.
playoffs ever?
But again,
2 MVPs.
No,
Jalen,
we're
we
talking
just said
about
Super
Jalen.
Bowl, Super Bowl
But
MVP.
Jalen,
That's what we base quarterbacks
but
off of at the
Jalen
end of the
Hurts,
day.
we just said,
if
is
you
the
don't
most
have a
talent-
fucking Super Bowl,
I don't know,
this is
I
not
understand.
getting remembered.
This is
You're
the
not.
most talented fucking roster of the last decade. This is the team won. You just said the defense won. You didn't say Jalen.
But I'm
I
saying
said
you
Jalen.
still will judge quarterbacks based off of what they've done in a. Do you have the fucking ring or not?
I agree with you. I'm just saying
He got the ring.
He got the
You
ring.
got the ring.
I have no issues with
Lamar's
Jalen being in
Lamar's
there.
never been there. Josh has never been
But
there.
you can't put Jalen in there and not have Lamar in there. That's my point. That's my point.
get
I think we've
couple
talked top 5
MVPs,
QBs enough.
Yeah,
we
I
know.
agree.
Jalen Hurts is in the top 5.
Can we
can
make-
all
can
agree
we-
on that.
can we
Hey,
agree on
we
that?
can all agree on something. Jalen Hurts is a top 5 QB in the
And
NFL.
Mahomes is probably still number 1.
Yes.
Yes.
Can we try to come on a consensus top 5?
I'm fine to put Jalen at 5.
Yeah.
I think
I think
Jalen's
Jalen's
5.
And then
Burrow.
4-3-2 is whatever. There's no consensus.
I think
Mahomes,
it's
Yeah,
two
we're not
John.
gonna dude.
No, I
do
think-
not even try to make me get us to a consensus between Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson. Please do not. I don't need to talk about
I
it.
think we
Yeah.
could pretty easily do this actually.
Okay, let's hear.
I
it.
think
Mahomes,
it-
Josh, Lamar, Joe, Jalen. Thoughts?
I think it would.
No, 'cause I think I would
switch
put
Josh and
Lamar at 2.
Yeah, that's
I have
what
no
would do.
issues with that.
And I would
That's
maybe even
fine.
put Joe above Lamar. Joe's been to a
Oh
Super
my
Bowl.
God. Okay.
See, now we're getting to this.
Hey,
semantic.
okay,
Jalen Hurts just won Super Bowl.
Exactly. So then what are we doing? I have a new question to completely switch off QBs for a
Yes,
second.
please,
I don't want to
please.
go right into talking about the other QB in the Super Bowl. This is a maybe ridiculous question, and it's probably not true, but it's something to talk about. Is this Eagles team one of the greatest NFL teams of all time?
I'm
Yes.
so serious when I say yes.
Yes.
So 14-3, beat Pat Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Dominated the Commanders in the NFC Championship. They started the season 2-2. So if you really want to crunch it down, they were 14-1. They won 17-1 in their last, or 18-1 in their last however many fucking games.
I will go
So-
as far as saying there's a high probability this Eagles team was the most stacked roster.
That's what I
The
mean, dude.
most
It's insane.
talented team since 2000.
Every part of the team.
Okay.
What?
That one Brady team was insane.
Yes, yeah, I said one of.
I'm just saying, there's an argument to be had. We had dinner last night or 2 nights ago at this point with diehard Eagles fans.
Mm-hmm.
We asked them, where's the hole on your roster?
No hole.
It took a second, and he said, actually,
Jalen
N'Kobe
Hurts.
Dean, no,
We'll
N'Kobe
probably-
Dean being hurt.
And Oren Burks, who played really well
played
today.
unbelievable.
And Jake Elliott.
And then
And
two,
he was great today, too.
It's the most talented roster that they could ever fucking remember.
And they're
Yeah.
like what, 60?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
also, for the life of me, cannot comprehend how teams build such a good team. It's because they draft their balls off, dude. That defense is a bunch
It's-
of nobodies.
Right.
Can we,
It's not
outside
just-
of Jalen
Can we,
Carter,
wait, can we go through this? Can we go through this? Because like we could back this up.
It's
You have a
insane.
quarterback that we just debated as top 5. You have arguably the greatest running back season of all time for Saquon Barkley. He set the record for most all-time rushing yards in a single season through the playoffs. Then you have A.J. Brown, who's considered as baby T.O. Unbelievable fucking talent. Then you have a Heisman Trophy winner in Devontae Smith. Then your offensive line is arguably the best.
No, it
you
is
have
the
all
best.
pro
It is the
left
best.
tackle, right tackle. You have Mekhi Becton, who looked fantastic.
pause. Fuck you, Mekhi Becton.
Good.
Tweeted, just pointing, laughing, and I'm taking it as him pointing and laughing at me. Fuck yourself.
Good.
Continue.
And then Jason Kelsey goes down, but then before the year he goes down, he decides to draft Cam Jurgens and tells Howie Roseman to draft Cam Jurgens, and Cam Jurgens sits behind him, and now Cam Jurgens is a really good center, so the offensive line is fucking unbelievable. But then somehow he let the fucking team now get Jalen Carter for some reason in the
He was
top
a
13
freak.
picks, who's arguably the best
Well, you
defensive
know
tackle in
what
football.
it is about what good teams do is that they don't have glaring needs where they have to go
Right.
chase need in draft.
Bang.
Jalen
Best
Carter fell
available.
to them and they were like, dude, he's the
Fuck
best
yeah.
player. Like,
Well,
he is
you
the
remember?
best.
Do you remember Jalen Carter in college? He was a fucking animal.
He was
insane.
in games, so they were
He
like,
was a freak.
we'll take him, sure.
well,
and
yeah,
then
that guy's
Quinyon
good.
Mitchell, no one wanted a cornerback this
Oh,
year.
you know
Cooper
what?
DeJean.
No, you know what's crazy about when they got Quinyon Mitchell? It's like, oh man, they could have got Cooper DeJean there, huh? Got him later.
Because it's just
know.
like,
Yeah, it's a good team.
Let's keep fucking going. They got other guys. You know who else is there? Jordan fucking Davis. No.
Darius Slay, CJ
You know what's the
Gardner-Johnson. Like,
craziest
it's
thing?
insane.
You know what's the craziest thing that they've done? Is motherfucking Zach Bond.
He's the best middle
Zach
linebacker, and he was a
Bond.
special teamer.
He was a practice squatter for the fucking Saints, who are ass. They're terrible. And now he's the best middle linebacker in fucking football.
They also knew to cut bait on Hassan Reddick and let him go to the Jets. And then
Yeah.
they signed Bryce Huff from the Jets,
Oh,
who
who
wasn't
did
even
you-
good.
And by the way, don't even need him. Don't
They're going to
matter.
get Myles Garrett in the offseason. So you want to talk about most talented team? This Eagles team was the most talented fucking team since 2000.
Can I actually put this out there? Don't agree with that. I think this is the best coach team I've seen in years.
What?
Like the amount, and I'm saying coaching as in the way that they have been able to develop this young talent so quickly. It is, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Vic Fangio is a fucking genius. He's a mastermind. The way that
I love
he's
Vic Fangio.
No, he already has the best corner duo in football, and he got that from 2 fucking rookies. He has Jordan Davis. Okay, you're just not moved, but you're
No,
allowed
he
to
doesn't like it. He doesn't
you're
like
not-
it.
You're allowed to do your spiel, and I'm not.
It's just a
I
Vic,
let you talk the whole time.
it's a Vic Fangio thing.
You don't like Big Fangio? Yeah,
wait,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, I lost my train of thought.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give you my train of thought.
It was
then.
just salt in the wound.
As a fan
Sorry
of
about
bad
that, Jack.
organizations, the way all three of us are, you're a good organization. I'll let you have that one. I cannot comprehend
It's
how
so
teams are
nice.
capable of
Yeah.
doing this. Like the salary cap just seems to not exist because they just are able to keep their guys. They're able to draft well. They're able to, it's-
Saquon Barkley's 1.5% of their cap.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just.
Oh my God,
It's
that's
so
the first time
impressive.
we mentioned Saquon Barkley today. There
Yeah,
you go.
'cause-
Oh my God.
Because he had a bad game.
He had a whole home game. It wasn't
Yeah.
really anything.
Oh, what,
Do
70
you want to know
yards?
what's even crazier? This Eagles defense isn't going anywhere.
No,
they're
they're
all
gonna get better.
young.
They're all. You have to pay Zach Bond. Like that's about it.
Dude, they're all rookies, and they played out of their fucking mind. Holy shit! How do we clone Howie Roseman? How do
I
we
don't
do
know.
that?
The Jets tried. Joe Douglas was his fucking right
Are
hand
we
man.
allowed
Dude,
to-
okay, what about the defense today too? They didn't blitz once.
Yeah,
Is that actually true?
They did not blitz one single fucking snap.
0.0% blitz rate, 50% pressure rate at one
Oh,
point.
so they just won.
They just flat
So
out
they're just
fucking
fucking
sat back.
dogs.
And their
Oh, so they
defensive
just
tackles
won
were-
up front.
So
Yeah.
I feel good about my who won
I'm
the
gonna
game.
put my dick down your throat and see how it fucking feels. Like,
Doesn't
and the,
feel
the
good.
Chiefs are one of the best offensive lines in football, and they did that to them.
Yeah.
Think about that. That's fucking crazy.
Do you guys agree though? We kind of went right past it that this is the most talented team of all the last 20 years.
I don't agree.
It's up there. I mean, it's.
I don't
there.
have
I'm
a
not
case
gonna sit
against
there and
it.
be like,
Yeah.
I don't know,
thing
but like
with-
off the
it's still-
top of my
it's
head,
hard for me
there's
to
no
say,
holes.
like talent wise, because I honestly don't think the defense has like Jordan Davis or not Jordan Davis. Sorry, fucking I don't know why.
Jalen
Jalen
Carter.
Carter,
Jalen Carter.
because they're both big boys at Georgia. Jalen
JJ,
Carter is like that all pro type of guy. Zach Bond came into his own this year. We'll see if that continues, but like I think they're just like the defense side. It's the best defense in football, but like they're just a bunch of just guys that came together and played really well.
It's
I don't
winning
know if they're
games.
necessarily star power on
It's
that
the
defense.
most well-constructed team I've ever seen.
But I think
Like
but-
they are perfect together, but I
Okay,
don't.
but hold on.
It's the defensive line's depth too that makes them.
Yeah,
so
but
good.
Correct.
but also at the same time, like Cooper should have been in the first. He dropped probably because he was
Niners
white.
should have fucking drafted him,
Quinyon
so Ricky.
Mitchell was regarded as arguably the best corner in the draft out of
It was him and
Toledo.
Coop.
Exactly, and
Fuck,
then
they got it both.
you have Darius Slay, who's been one of the better corners in the NFL. Then obviously
he-
falls off a cliff.
yeah.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson. You have these guys. Like
But
I think
both
they
those
do have
guys,
talent.
like last year, didn't play very well. That was the weird thing. Like,
Yeah.
I just needed
We'll
more guys
scheme and
around.
everything.
but
and
that's
Vic.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Where it's like talent, like talent wise, no one really jumps off the paper to you except for Jalen Carter.
But I think it
but
might
they're
be-
the best defense in football because they play so well together. as a
Maybe they're
unit.
entering like a Chiefs type of era, you know, where like they understand how to draft, they understand how to build a roster. Howie's been doing
You know
that.
what? Okay, I
the
was
last
in-
couple
they've
of
been in
years.
that era.
You know what I saw today?
I feel like they're already in that era.
Okay, we always
Yeah.
we always talk about how Howie Roseman's a mastermind. This really fucking solidified it
Yeah.
for me. So a few years ago, we all talk about the drafting and everything and how he signed Saquon Barkley to a team-friendly deal, all this shit, whatever.
Yeah.
But they traded Carson Wentz a few years ago to the Indianapolis Colts for a few picks, right? Those picks, they ended up swapping for A.J. Brown. They used one of them on Jalen Carter, and they got another one for Devontae Smith. They picked Devontae Smith another. They got those three guys
Dolphins
For
wish
Carson
they did
Wentz.
that.
for Carson Wentz.
MVP Carson Wentz. People
No,
forget.
but like it was that, but it was he was gonna move on anyway. Like they
Yeah.
were inevitably trading him. And what do they do with every single pick that they got? And that they turn
hit.
into a super productive player. That's what you do.
It's insane because there's a stark contrast between the Eagles being a good franchise with a good GM knowing what to do, trading a quarterback for those three picks in Jalen Carter, Devontae Smith, and A.J. Brown. And then on the other
I'm
side,
like 75%.
okay, but
sure,
we'll just go with
yeah,
it for
we'll
the
just
sake
roll
of the
with it.
argument.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, being a fan of the Dolphins, they flip Trey Lance at the time, right, which is that third pick overall for Bradley Chubb, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Waddle. And look what that's done for us.
Side note, thank God Brock Purdy was drafted in that same draft, or else holy fuck, like wow, like everyone's fired because Trey Lance, what a fucking bust. I'm just gonna wow.
Anything else on the
That was a
Eagles?
horrible trade.
I'd say they just they dominated from
Could
start
you,
to finish.
just like a request to Eagles fans to just like be as polite as you can. Just don't be such awful people.
No, I'll
Yeah.
be real.
Be safe on the polls. Just don't be annoying, guys.
They're going
Don't
to be.
hurt anybody.
Thankfully, I don't have any tight friends that are Eagles fans.
Yeah. Minus Ray, who just
Ray's gonna go to that's gonna be sick. Ray's going to the parade.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
for him.
He said
That's
he's going to.
great because that means he's out of here.
Yeah.
Love you,
Yeah.
Ray. Love you, bro. Don't want to be near you. You're going to be an arrogant prick.
Well, he said for
And you deserve it. You deserve
he
it.
said for a week, Brad, our coworker, who's a huge diehard Chiefs fan, has to buy him lunch every day.
Oh,
I love
So
that.
that's a good bet. That's
I
a
love
fun
that.
bet.
That's a fun. That's a handshake bet. Love that.
Saquon Barkley can shotgun a fucking beer.
Yeah.
Really?
Is it a Coors again?
He was a frat star.
Is it
in
a Coors?
college.
He told dude.
No, dang
Yeah.
it. Holy shit.
Wow.
Penn State taught
I
him
chugged
well.
a beer with Saquon.
Tight, bro. Tight.
Saquon really put it on for the gynecomastia gang.
Damn, bro.
All right. So, yeah, Eagles, you guys are really good. Let's talk about the Chiefs.
I'm trying to think if there's any things that we haven't really talked about like how long can they keep doing this?
The Chiefs?
Like,
What's
No, the Eagles.
What's
The
the
Eagles.
Hurts?
How
What's
many more
Hurts'
Super Bowls do they
contract?
I think the Eagles. I'll say it right now. I think the Eagles go back to the Super Bowl next year.
I wouldn't be
Oh, hot
surprised.
take.
Okay.
I mean, it will really depend if the Lions can repeat their success and be healthy in the playoffs.
I
That's
think
what I'm
they're gonna
saying.
take a
I think the
step down
NFC,
after
but I think the
4
NFC
years
is so deep. Like I really do.
Yeah, I do
Because like it's
49ers
really
could be back.
the four exactly. You have the 49ers.
Come on, man. Hey, for a second.
Wait, what time is it? Is it midnight?
Yeah,
it's
midnight,
fine.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's 12:26. Yeah. We're going back.
Niners
We're going
can get
back.
There's no reason the Niners can't.
I think the
get
Bears
back
can
to
make a
form.
leap.
No.
We should be able to, especially with Robert Saleh back. So
Yeah.
let's talk about that. We're gonna have Drake Greenlaw. I think DJ Reed's gonna come over play corner
I bet.
Okay.
alongside our boys. Malik Mustafa's in his second year. He's gonna play really. Yeah. Oh my God, we're fucking back. Ricky
Yeah.
Pierce,
Back.
those last 2 games looked
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
We don't
enough.
need
That's
fucking
enough
Debo.
Niners talk.
What's up with Debo? Really quick.
What's up with?
We'll talk. Let's save it.
Did
Save
you
it for the end of
see?
this
No,
week.
sorry. Did you see he put on his fucking close friend story today?
No.
It was a Photoshop of him in a Broncos jersey. He goes, "This looks tough. Shut up." Like,
That's funny. That's funny. That's a good bit.
I mean, but their jerseys are dope.
But aren't you an Eagles fan?
I was for today. It won me a lot of money.
I didn't lose. I didn't.
You act like this is the first time you see me wearing other teams' gear, man.
No, I know. but
Can we
it's
talk about how wrong I was about picking Patrick Mahomes for the first time in my life?
Yeah, I mean, if we wanted like someone to really wear the egg on their face, like I've been stroking that guy off all season long, and my God, did he look terrible?
Did you see that they think he might have been playing concussed the whole game?
No.
There was a play early
Crazy
in the fourth.
speculation.
No, it was a play early. I'll have to find it. I liked it on Twitter. But there's a play early on where he's like going down to throw, and essentially someone grabs him. And he like, I guess the way that he fell, he like whipped his head on the side of it like that. And so
Oh.
ever since that, he was like off. And
gonna
they
find
think
it.
he was playing
Damn.
through like a really bad head injury, which is
They couldn't do anything on offense.
Dude,
Dude,
at
they
halftime,
had-
he was 7 for 15 for
they had-
41 yards with 2
they had
picks.
23 total yards.
23 total yards at halftime.
Yeah.
2
And,
interceptions.
Travis Kelce
the
was
Eagles had
first
24
postseason.
points.
Right.
They had more points than yards at halftime.
That is
Oh,
that is crazy.
That easily could be a concussion.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
you just looked at
Pass
it.
it
We'll just
around.
pass it
I
around.
think
I'm
it's
checking.
when I saw it, I
That's
think
a
he was
bobblehead.
concussed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a bobblehead.
How early in the game was
Take it
this?
from that was the first. That was literally their first drive.
Oh.
because
Yeah.
I remember that.
That's
Pass-
weird.
pass it down here?
Yeah, no,
That's
that's,
a
weird.
bobblehead.
For yeah.
As someone
That's
that
tough.
as someone has seen
round.
someone
For
else's
the people
head
that are
bounce off
listening
the
back
turf.
home, you can go to ikb.gg on Twitter, and you'll see it.
Yeah, that's tough.
Okay, Mahomes drops back to pass, scrambles
love-
to his
I love
left,
Pat
turns
Payne's
around,
I'm gonna get comfortable.
keeps on
Watch
scrambling.
this.
I just-
Gets tackled.
If you want to.
Yeah, no, that looked
That-
pretty
that's-
bad.
Yeah, that didn't
And
look good.
so-
Although he might have been able to stop himself with
You
his
know
own.
what? You can continue
Asterisks,
to play
asterisks.
Mahomes now. You're welcome.
Yeah, he
Asterisk.
was just concussed.
Yeah, he didn't know where the fuck he was.
Well,
he was at Disney World.
yeah. So I, is there anyone that's happier than the way the Super Bowl went than Tom Brady?
Tom Brady was just looking down at the booth like an evil
Just
fucking
smiling,
dad. Yeah.
knowing that his legacy is safe. I think his legacy is safe now. Tom Brady would never get embarrassed like that in a Super Bowl.
I think I saw a stat that the 3 losses Patrick Mahomes has had
in the playoffs.
in the playoffs has been to Brady in the Super Bowl,
Curb stomped.
Brady in the AFC Championship game, Brady calling the game,
and
and
Joe
Joe
Burrow.
Burrow. But let's just keep the Brady ones.
But I mean, just to think about it, I mean, look, everyone was saying if Pat Mahomes wins this game, three-peat, does something Brady never did before. He's catching up very quickly with Tom Brady in terms of GOAT status. Tom Brady would not allow his team to get embarrassed the way
It
that
was
Pat Mahomes
28 to
did.
3, and he won the fucking game.
Exactly.
We and like I don't know if Adam's lumped into this, but I think we owe Tom Brady an apology.
I certainly do. I hate him more than anyone.
I don't wanna
I was
apologize.
rooting for Mahomes to do this because I wanted Tom Brady to not be the greatest of all time. He is so clearly the greatest of all time.
Did Tom Brady ever get curb stomped in a Super
No,
Bowl?
I checked.
He almost did. Oh, but what happened? He came back down 28-3 and fucking won that.
Best
bitch.
comeback of
And
all
the
time.
clips of him on the sideline is what a leader does. I would love to see what Mahomes looked like on the sideline or at halftime when he was down 24-zip.
I saw
I guarantee
I
Tom
saw-
Brady made me believe that they were going to win that game when you hear him talking on the
flashed
sideline.
the sideline.
28-3.
Yo, they flashed
Yeah.
the sideline early in the fourth quarter, and Mahomes had tears in his eyes.
Yeah.
like he
It's
was,
like-
he was done.
Did you see the big old frowny face he put on after throwing the interception when it was 17 zip?
No, like
It was a cartoon. I could hear the sound through the TV.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
pouting.
bad.
It was a
Yeah.
pout.
insane. Yeah, I tweeted it for better.
You just can't make that face. And he's just not the guy that Tom Brady is. And
And
I
like,
think that was
dude,
never
and
more
he's-
abundantly
he's
clear than
talented
today.
as fuck.
Patrick Mahomes has lost 2 Super Bowls and he's got fucking obliterated in both of them.
Obliterated.
Granted, he's been
Like
there.
smoked.
If we're doing like the whole LeBron,
Tom Brady's been to
versus
10.
Jordan,
Tom Brady's
yes.
been to 10.
It's very similar now.
Tom Brady has
10
been to
Mahomes
10.
is
10
getting
is
there.
different than 5. It's
Yeah, I would
double.
agree.
Yeah.
I would agree.
So he's been Mahomes been to 5. He's 3-2, and
in
both the
how many
losses-
years?
I think Mahomes still already has more Super Bowls than 20 NFL franchises.
Yeah, that
So
sounds
that's
about
just
right.
something to think about.
No, look, I mean, look, it's a clear 1A, 1B, but right now Mahomes
That's a 1-2.
Mahomes now has a long way to go before I make going to this game. It was like if he wins this game and continues on the trajectory, it'll be no argument.
When they were down 24, it was 24-0 at half. Like I tweeted this out. I said, if Mahomes really, like if we're really gonna have this Mahomes Brady conversation, at the very least make this a
Make
game.
it a game.
Make it
At
a
the
game.
very least make it close.
Go put up 2 scores in a row. Make it
like
a game.
you don't have to win it. Probably should if you want to be in that conversation, but you got to at least make it competitive. And he did everything he could to lose that game and make sure they were not in.
All right, now I'll kick it over to Adam because he's
Yeah.
just been quiet there stewing, and I want to make sure I have enough time to counter his points. But floor is yours, Mr. Tabashny.
I just want to confirm how many times he was sacked tonight.
Get the ball out faster.
what?
Find the check down.
Audible
out of the play.
Yeah, it's Creed Humphrey, Joe
those are also
Thuney,
gonna be
like-
so inflated because he does the whole bullshit where he runs around and then he runs late into the middle of the line.
You know what Tom Brady does? He's shifty in the pocket. He gets rid of the ball quick.
He throws the ball away, yeah.
Dude, it's don't you dare say, oh,
had
there
no
was not
time.
the pressure. The defensive line was really good. Get the ball out quicker.
If
Make
that's
the
the
guy
case-
miss.
Joe Burrow almost won a Super Bowl with the worst line I've ever fucking seen in my life. And Patrick Mahomes has Joe Thuney, Creed Humphrey. Like, he's got
All
guys.
right, we just said Flores
Yeah, go.
Adams, and then he said 3 words, and I immediately started yelling.
Yeah,
at
well,
him.
it was
So go
bullshit.
ahead,
It was a
Adam.
bullshit start.
It was a stupid start.
All right, anyway, next
it was a tough
topic.
start.
Go
It was a
into the
tough
next
start.
topic.
It was a tough start.
Let's hear it.
Interrupt him.
I don't think it matters for Patrick Mahomes' legacy as much as you guys are making it be.
Okay.
I
Why?
think it's
Okay.
bad that he got blown out.
Again.
He started putting up points. The defense couldn't stop fucking shit that has been stopping teams all year. However, we had also been saying all year that at some point the Chiefs were going to break because they were getting awfully lucky in beating teams. That very much happened. However, we are not acting like Patrick Mahomes is allowed to lose a Super Bowl. We were just talking about him
Embarrassed.
three-peating.
Embarrassed.
Okay, we were talking
it's
about him
different.
three-peating, and now he lost. He has 3 in 8 fucking years. He's got a long ways to go to be able to beat Brady. I still think when it's all said and done, Patrick Mahomes will go down as the greatest quarterback of all time because of the things that he can do, the things that he will do. He will be back in the Super Bowl next fucking year, the same way that Pat will come on Wednesday's episode and say it, the same way that we will say it 3 weeks from now. It will be the fucking Chiefs. They are inevitable. He had a loss. They didn't three-peat. They will be right back. I don't think this matters as much as you guys are making it seem like it is.
I also
Tom
wanna
Brady is
remember-
the GOAT right now. It will not change until Patrick Mahomes has 7.
I would
I've
disagree.
Said that,
I also want to say, in
but-
my mind, the final score of this game is 40-6.
I would agree.
Eagles
Yeah,
stopped
I
trying.
agree with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
100%.
I'm not saying like look, the Chiefs got curb stomped, but the Chiefs got curb stomped, not Patrick Mahomes. Now it's bad.
Patrick
What do you
Mahomes
mean?
was a huge problem.
Yeah, I'm going to
I-
disagree with that
I-
because it's 17-0 going into half, and everyone's watching this game saying if Pat Mahomes can just lead them on a touchdown here when it's
Or
17-0
go get
before,
3.
no,
Oh, yeah.
just if he can lead them on a touchdown here, I'm not remotely worried about the
What's
Chiefs'
he do,
chances of
Pat?
winning. First fucking play, interception in the red zone,
Horrible.
awful throw too, and you could say he got hit, get it out earlier, get it out on time.
He played poorly.
Patrick
I'm not
Mahomes had
disagreeing.
3 turnovers.
Again, I'm not disagreeing. Patrick Mahomes played poorly. Done. Now, what happens next year? I think Patrick Mahomes gets back. If Patrick Mahomes gets
He's gonna
back,
be playing with a vengeance.
the conversation
He'll have Rashi Rice.
continues. Like, let's not
And Xavier
fucking
Ward.
act
Yeah.
like Patrick
And-
Mahomes'
yeah.
legacy is going to just go down as the second best quarterback. That dude is going to contend to be the greatest quarterback of all time. Okay, period.
Agreed. Will contend. This game would have leapfrogged him to all he's got to do is win a couple more.
I'm gonna be honest. I would have. I was so prepared if the Chiefs won to say that Mahomes is already the greatest. I've ever
Oh,
seen.
I hate that.
I was ready. I was ready to do it. Because he would have done something Brady's never
Patrick
done.
Mahomes
and now
has-
he did something that Brady never did, which is get fucking smoked.
Is it 3-8?
And
right
also,
now?
Brady's done something
3
that
and 8
Mahomes
years?
will never be able to do, which is
7.
beat the other one. Brady, we
But
have to keep in mind, beat
8 years in the
Mahomes.
league.
That is the other
Yeah.
argument. That's such a good point, Tycho. Brady will always have that. He couldn't beat me head to head.
Like literally, he's 2
I
and
owned
0
him.
in the
Even
playoffs.
when I was 40, I owned him.
And not owned him. He like literally just
He
killed
daddied him. He
was
little
like-
broed him.
like 31-9,
Which is
I
awesome
think.
that at least they overlapped, like MJ and LeBron. Like imagine that we're having the conversation of LeBron versus MJ, and it's like, yeah,
They
but
played
I mean,
head-to-head.
MJ beat him in the finals, he was
beat him in the
38.
conference finals at 38, and then beat him in the Super Bowl at 40.
You're right.
Everyone would be like, and this is an argument.
We're having an
having?
argument?
Like, this is a conversation we're having. And people would be like, you're taking crazy pills.
Nah, but different sport.
But it's
The sport is so different.
No, but
Sure.
but quarterbacks I think have the same star power as a star NBA player.
Right.
It's the same importance.
There's 21 other guys that you're relying on. I don't agree with that.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
now-
but
okay,
only-
so
but only one
positional
team can
value.
score at a time.
Your
But it's
positional
the
value
same-
is
it's-
what?
I agree, but
I know,
guys,
this wasn't meant to be a longer argument.
No,
It was
but
supposed to be a funny
we
little
can have
point
as long
there.
as
But
we want.
we literally just got into an argument about coaching versus talent in the NBA versus coaching and talent in the NFL. Coaching and talent is 90% of the fucking battle in the NBA, head to head. LeBron versus MJ, if they go head to head, yeah, that matters way more. In the NFL, it is way more it is even more of an even balance, but it is way more coaching than the NBA. So Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady, they have so many other players on the defensive and the offensive side of the
but
ball.
being-
to run.
look, I don't
beating
give
a
a
guy
shit,
twice.
man. I'm going to use my simple brain. If
just
they
saying,
both
I'm just
play
saying.
each other and the one guy wins, the other guy loses, other guy better than the other guy.
Right.
My brain works for one thing, all right? It's called sports math, all right? Any type of other math, any other
That
type
is
of logical
exactly
thing,
what
it
I
works.
did. Sports math.
No,
I did
you're
sports
doing
math.
wrong
You're doing
sports
math.
math.
No.
Yeah, you're doing actual math.
You're
math
trying to
math.
do. You're trying to do like algebra. Pat's just doing. All right, A plus B is
C.
C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One guy win, other guy lose, equal one guy better than the other
What's
guy.
1 plus 1?
Two.
Two.
Wait, oh, he won 2?
Adam's trying to.
You're
figure
trying to
out the
do like
square
4
root of
squared
7
plus
is.
the square root of 19.
Yeah, I'm built like that.
No, you're not.
You failed math.
Square
three
root
times.
like
64.
my math brain, not to go back to this argument, but like Jalen Hurts beat Patrick Mahomes, therefore he's better than Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson because they have not beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Like that's how like my
Well,
bad.
now-
I know, but then your brain
That's
Jalen Hurts better than Pat
transitive.
Mahomes.
That's
But that's I think that's different sports math. It is
I-
that's more communal. Like I don't know.
It appears it's a 3
transitive
versus 1
sports.
argument. I would, when it's all said and done, I still think Patrick Mahomes will go down as the greatest quarterback of all
Well,
time.
what's
know
so
about
crazy
that.
about Tom
You wanna
Brady's
live in- You
can
legacy
still say that,
is
but it's totally
what
fair.
needs to happen is Pat Mahomes needs to repeat the last 7 years over the next 7 years. He needs to win at least 3 Super Bowls, attend 5, and then he still won't be there. He'll still be a Super Bowl short, and he'll only have matched him in
insane.
appearances.
And then he has-
and he'll need to do another 7
And
years.
then Mahomes has to go to like I don't know the Jaguars win a chip.
and prove that he can do it without
Yeah.
Andy Reid. There is still so much for Pat Mahomes to do to catch up to Tom Brady.
Tom Brady-
that
I just
it
don't
looks a
think
lot
he'll
more
play long
daunting
enough.
now than it did yesterday.
Think about it though. Like
I don't think
the
he'll play
fact
long
Tom Brady had 2 Hall of Fame careers, and then after those 2 careers ended, said "fuck it, I'm gonna do it without my coach that everyone's giving
Yeah,
me credit
in Tampa
for,"
Bay.
and then get
Right.
another.
with the Bucks.
a sick defense though.
Yeah.
Let's not beat.
That,
only
that
reason-
was that team was one of the most talented teams of all time.
I got a question
That
for you
Bucks
guys.
team.
team.
Yeah.
Do you think there's more talent at the quarterback position today's era than Tom Brady's era?
Yes, without a doubt. I don't know. I mean, you had Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Aaron
I
Rodgers,
think
Ben
after-
Roethlisberger.
After the top 4 or 5, it really falls off right now, and I think it was pretty similar.
I feel like
back
you can
then.
go like a strong 7 deep in today's NFL.
I mean, okay, let's say like 2012, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers.
Also, I
Ben
think like
Roethlisberger.
I think it is very similar to like the MJ and LeBron debate. Not to
Drew
bring that
Brees.
back up, but it's like it was just a different game. Like quarterbacks weren't asked to do as much as they are today. And I think that you're like because these guys are more talented by definition,
Drew Brees?
they're allowed to do it.
And then today, I think there's obviously the top 4, and then you can throw in the Jadens or Jalen's, but I don't think that those guys are on the levels of a maybe like a Drew Brees. Type of guy,
I also
you know?
yeah that's fair.
Roethlisberger.
I didn't know. I don't know the answer. I was just throwing it out. I also will make the argument that yes, in the short term, Patrick Mahomes winning this Super Bowl would have been more beneficial for his legacy, but in the long term, I think it actually would have hurt him because I think complacency would set in at some point. If you would have won 3 in a row. I mean, look at the matchup. They got
I also
out-coached.
think-
They
True.
looked
No, that's a good
tired.
point. It's a good
They
point.
looked super
Yeah.
fatigued. Like they've gone 3
they
years
played
in
a
a
lot of
row
games,
to the
yeah.
Super Bowl.
You
That's a
know,
lot of fucking games.
You know what was weird too? Did anyone else feel like you could sense this on the sidelines? And they were down like 17, 20. Like
They gave up.
They gave the fuck
gave
up.
up.
Like,
yeah, we already got 2.
And
Yeah.
that's got to be like some kind of a leadership issue there. No, not saying it's Andy Reid or anyone. It's like Travis Kelce looks dejected as fuck. He looked like a sorry
want him to
sore
retire.
little
I've had
loser.
enough of Travis
He looked
Kelce.
like a sore loser. Patrick Mahomes looked like a little crybaby
Jones
loser.
They
was
didn't
hurt
run
early.
any fun plays today.
Nothing.
Like
They've had no
Well, they
juice.
couldn't get anything.
They-
though.
But that's what I'm
exactly- More the
saying.
reason to do a fun little play.
I will say also, like
No
let's
juice.
not forget, like Xavier Worthy looked great.
So good.
Rashi Rice went down early. Rashi Rice will be back.
Rashi Rice is gonna be so
Imagine
good.
them going to get another fucking running back.
they need a running back.
the
Draft Ashton
Chiefs-
Genty trade up again.
What happened
So-
to Pacheco? Like, actually, what happened?
I don't think he ever
know.
got right.
Yeah, I was
he
gonna
was a
say
little hurt.
there were a lot of like analytics that pointed to you come off this specific type of injury. I think was it tightrope. I don't even know what that
I don't
means.
know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I feel like there were statistics to say
it.
like you do this surgery, you're fucking worse. But yeah, I think in the long run, this will be the best thing for Patrick Mahomes' career is losing in the way that he did in the way this season went, being this team, going for the three-peat, being let down. Patrick Mahomes will be back. I think Patrick Mahomes will be the GOAT.
To clarify, I'm still rooting for Pat Mahomes to defeat Tom Brady's legacy.
I think it'd
I'm
be
not.
the coolest thing ever. Yeah.
I'm still not.
I am. I hate Tom Brady.
I love Tom Brady.
Cornball. Sucks at his job right now.
He does suck at his job right now.
Yeah.
I wish I got to hear him.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, we didn't really- we weren't really-
Speaking of
listening.
hearing things, thoughts on the halftime show?
So, it was pretty sick.
I didn't get
we
to
couldn't
watch
really
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we didn't really
I don't
hear it.
really
Yeah,
know.
I was editing most of the time. So I
But
wasn't really
if we
able to
go
lock in.
off of what Twitter is saying
was one of
with
the
Kendrick
worst
Lamar, I think there's an overwhelming majority saying that it was a really bad halftime show.
Well,
The-
what
He
I
didn't play any of his
He
good shit.
fumbled
also
starting.
Ray, who's the diehard Eagles fan that
Huge
we post a
Kendrick
lot, huge Kendrick guy. He's like a Kendrick over Drake guy. Said the reason that he didn't like him was because he just kept riding the coattails of the Drake beef rather than being Kendrick Lamar, playing the discography,
didn't
all these
play
bangers that
anything
he
from Good
had.
Kid, Mad City.
Exactly.
No, that was-
which I think is a very
Play
interesting
Mad
point.
City, play swimming pools, play money trees.
He skipped a lot of his best songs. He was playing the stuff that people know now. I think he went for like the artistic rendition of like putting on a artistic show rather than just like, dude, play me your bangers. I know,
Hey.
like I'm a music guy. I love music. I love being experimental with it.
But a halftime
Yeah.
show is.
But it's like you're playing the Super Bowl halftime show.
Well,
give me
I loved
Mad
Ray's-
City. Give me
Yeah.
swimming pools. Give me backseat freestyle.
Yeah.
Give me money trees. Like play
all
your
that
play your
shit.
I
hits,
thought
bro.
Ray made the best point was that it almost became corny to like keep trying to bury Drake on
Yes.
the biggest
Yeah, I would
stage.
agree.
It's like you've
Yeah.
already won.
Yeah,
you
you've
won
really
Song of
won.
the Year. You
You
won
won
all
the
these
Grammys.
things.
You just did it,
You
yeah.
got declared as the winner of this beef in the public image. Like in the court of public
but
opinion,
so
you
easily.
won. And
That's
then you
also
go
why I
in the
wanted
Super
him to
Bowl.
start with Not Like Us.
Yes.
Because if you start like that, get it off out of the way, then the next 12 songs are
Yeah.
this is Kendrick Lamar.
Right.
You're showing what Kendrick Lamar is. And then instead, the last thing is Not Like Us, and that's like the highlight of the show. And it's
Yeah.
him literally looking at the camera, being like, "Say Drake," and then calling him a pedophile.
And then having Serena Williams be there. Like
Yeah,
Serena
Serena
was-
Williams crip walking was crazy.
He was so hyper
That was
fixated.
sick.
He was so hyper fixated on literally putting more nails in that coffin where he was already 6 feet under. And
Yeah.
again, we didn't get to watch it as much because we couldn't hear it. But if you just go off of court of public opinion and someone like Ray, who fucking loves Kendrick Lamar, someone like yourself, who
Yeah, I
also
love him
loves
too. I'm going to
Kendrick
stand
Lamar,
by this halftime show at the end of the day. I still love it.
Okay, what I've seen and what people are saying is that it was very underwhelming.
How was SZA?
Can we?
I
don't
love
know.
SZA.
Awesome. SZA fucking
Love
rules.
SZA.
Really?
Hot.
She's great.
Yeah, she's so
Oh, the
good.
one thing I will say is he probably had to plan this show before he won the Grammy, so like we don't know for sure that he was gonna have the moment of celebration
Yeah.
he was gonna have last weekend.
That's
No.
also
Sure.
fair.
Like let's just.
He probably knew
No,
he was
they
going to
know.
win.
They-
You think they knew?
Yeah, I think I do.
Oh,
I think they usually.
I think
they
especially
usually
with
know
the
that
song
kind
like Not Like Us, you kind of.
That was by far the song.
Although I do think Billie Eilish should have won.
of- Her going out with no Grammys.
Birds of a
was
Feather,
crazy.
Song of the Year.
Yeah, great song.
Should have won.
Actually, never heard of it.
I asked if
What?
I asked.
I bet you've heard it.
I asked for Shad Baby. Wait, what? Yes, you have.
You're
Yes,
bidding,
you
right?
have. Yeah, you have.
I'm not.
Yeah, you have.
Wait, you?
Of a
Yes.
feather, we should stick together. Jack,
No,
Jack,
dude,
Jack.
there's
Swear-
absolutely
I
no
swear
way.
I'm not.
Turn the radio on in your
No,
car.
I swear I'm not bidding. I don't listen to Billie Eilish. It's depressing.
Definitely- we also can't play this over the things. So it's just like yeah.
YouTube,
it's-
Sorry if you're listening. We have to.
Well, just skip this part.
yeah.
But you don't. I mean, he
Just
should
go
have
to-
gotten it from us singing.
Yeah, if you can't.
I'm shocked, dude. This had a
This is
million
like-
streams in like 12 days.
Yeah, what?
Never heard this. This is fantastic.
I'm trying to keep it away from the audio as much as I can.
Yeah, but we're screwed. Unless we keep
Sorry,
humming.
this whole thing's.
Swear to God, it's my first time listening. It's fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's
Wait,
amazing.
first
I'm gonna
time
play this
is
on my ride
insane.
home. It's
great
unbelievable.
night drive song.
We can sing it.
Billie
We can
Eilish,
sing it.
very talented. I'll
So
give it.
talented. Adam, learned of Chapel Roan as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, so did John Gruden.
Okay,
it
back to
appears.
football.
All right, so
went to
sorry, hold on.
music,
If you were just listening to that, we had to blur the whole thing. 'cause
maybe
we
not
can't
though.
get censored. I don't know.
We'll listen to it.
Yeah, we were probably
Great song.
singing loud enough.
I asked
over it.
Rashad Bateman at the Super Bowl, bigger snub, Lamar Jackson MVP or Billie Eilish Birds of a Feather Song of the Year.
And he said,
Lamar.
Yeah.
"Do you think he ever heard Billy?"
Adrian Peterson was like pissed that Lamar didn't win.
Yeah.
Really? That's
Lamar
sick.
this was also fun. We asked AP, is your MVP season better than Saquon's? He said absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
He said
No, he said you fumbled the words there.
Okay, go.
He said that his season was way better than Saquon's.
Yeah, did I say
No,
you flipped
no,
the
you
words
flipped
on
it.
that.
You fully
absolutely
flipped it.
botched the delivery.
Yeah.
What'd I say?
You said Adrian Peter said that when asked, "Is Saquon Barkley's season better than yours?" Absolutely not.
No, you
No,
just
no,
botched
you did it the right way.
No, that's what he
Oh,
was
that's what he meant to
supposed
say.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. See,
what'd I say?
You said,
We-
"Did Saquon Barkley
No, I thought I hit it. Maybe
was
it
your
no, was your
MVP season better than Saquon Barkley's?" Absolutely not.
That's what you said.
okay.
And
And
that's
then what I
actually-
said is what you meant to
but
say.
that's not
I'm
actually
making a
what
quote card of both
transpired.
of them and swiping to both of them.
Okay. Yeah. AP was hot about it.
He was-
Kendrick, though,
yeah.
I stand by it. I'm sure it's still great.
Football.
I'm gonna go back home
I'm
and
pissed at
rewatch
myself
it.
for not sprinkling whacked out murals. Like, it's the first song on his newest album, and it's like a slow starter, but made a lot of sense to be the first one.
Okay.
But I thought he'd come out hot.
You thought you would think. Do we got anything else in the tank right
it's
now,
like-
man?
I feel like we got to save all future-looking things to the next episodes. Like,
We-
today is
well,
a
take-
react to the Super
well,
Bowl.
It sucks that like we didn't get a great game. I'll say it.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. Glad we're
Like,
talking about
you know what I'm
this.
I
saying?
was
Like,
checked out by mid-third quarter.
I was
Like,
checked out by
yeah.
halftime.
Everyone was.
it
Once
was just
the
like
Chiefs,
so.
I was checked out after the first drive of the third quarter.
As soon as it became a 4-score game, I was like, all right,
Yeah.
Yeah,
what do you want me to do now?
Yeah.
Chiefs never showed an ounce of fight at any point in time.
And that's what concerns me. Is like, is this like an? I don't.
No, I genuinely think the same.
It was
in
good
a
for
very
them.
similar
Yeah.
vein as
Chris
the
Jones
Niners,
was
where
crying in the third fucking quarter,
No,
bro. Grow up.
Okay, this is going to be a weird example, but just follow me. The Niners, who had gone to 2 Super Bowls in the last, what was it, 4 years? Yeah. The emotional toll of going to the Super Bowl last year, the hangover was so fucking real that you coupled losing mixed with everything that happened to their players throughout the season, all the injuries
How
and
are you going to
everything.
spin zone this into being
They
good
just
for the Chiefs?
they gave up early on the season. When it comes to the Chiefs, the emotional toll of going to 2 straight Super Bowls, playing all these games, being counted on to just find a way to win. At some point, they just got uppercut and punched in the mouth so many times in the span of literally just 24 fucking minutes or 30 minutes, and they had nothing and they just gave up. So I
That was a whole lot of nothing.
Was
out of
that-
you.
I don't think that
Yeah.
was. I don't think it was. A good
I
job.
really wanted you to get somewhere. Sorry.
I didn't-
I
it
wanted
made
to raise
sense.
a point.
Right, girl
I
math.
think what you're trying to say is they
Sports
played
math.
more games than anyone the last 3 years. So they're
well, it's just
fucking-
like
they were
the
tired.
emotional,
When they got
emotional
punched
toll,
in
gave
the
up.
face.
They gave up.
Yeah.
Or it's almost like I think one of the reasons why they felt and like looked and acted the way that they did was because every Super Bowl that they've won with Patrick Mahomes, they've come back down 10.
Yeah.
So like
Right.
they're like usually like, all right, well this is just what happens, right? We go down.
I live bet the
then we're
Chiefs
gonna-
3 times.
Yeah.
Down
Well,
7,
they're-
down 10, down 17.
They're probably used to the we're gonna go down and then we'll just naturally come back. That's what we do, and that didn't start happening. And then they're like, wait, what the fuck do we do? Nothing's working.
What,
this isn't how this goes.
you know,
This
we're
is
not talking
how
about this.
goes
How
at all.
what do the Chiefs need to do to get back?
I don't know. Just go back to the Super Bowl.
See, that was literally my argument.
Yeah. The only thing that does concern me with them is like when you lose Travis Kelce, you should actually. I'm shocked you haven't already said this. Like once they lose Travis Kelce, who's their big body receiver? Like Rashee Rice is slant guy.
Slant boy.
So
Well,
like,
is it D-Hop?
He's fucking what?
Justin
33?
Watson, no.
No, it's like once
Really,
like
that's
once
what
you
I like, guys.
baby.
what you always say about Lamar Jackson, he's got no premier skill
Blake
player
Bell.
around him. And the Chiefs, once they lose Travis Kelce, and already this year you saw it, they don't have any elite skill position players.
Well, Rashi was elite, but then again, they also won 14 fucking games with Kelsey
You know who they're gonna
being
draft.
non-existent. So
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, they'll be
gonna
fine.
Draft that dude from Bowling Green, that tight end.
They'll figure it out.
my
Good franchises
God.
stay
Oh,
good
yeah.
franchises.
The good franchises tend to.
I'm
figure
not
it out.
totally worried about the Chiefs.
Aaron
but-
Rodgers isn't coming back to the Jets officially.
Yeah, that's
Congrats.
cool.
Yeah, let's talk
congrats.
about that.
Well,
Congratulations.
can I- thoughts, and we can talk about it right now if we want, but do we, because we don't have anything to predict on Friday. So what, maybe that's like a predictions of like the off seasons from like a very, without actually using brain power.
Sure, I like
I
that.
feel like there's a lot of things to talk about.
We have to figure out what
We
Friday
should
episodes
we
are gonna
should do
look
a
like,
clip
too.
out
Yeah.
of who will the Jets QB be next year because I have literally no idea.
I
have
have
no
idea.
idea.
Well, you want Tim
That's kinda
Boyle as
sick.
one of the top 10.
And my two favorite picks would be Tim Boyle to tank for. But the thing is, I don't think our team is bad enough to get
for
last
Arch,
place.
no.
Yeah, to tank for Arch. I don't think.
No,
the
Tim
roster,
Boyle, you would
You're not
win
going
a
to
game.
get Arch.
You wouldn't win a
think
game
so?
with Tim
I
Boyle.
saw tweets that like teams are fully planning to tank for Arch.
That's smart.
Yeah,
It's very smart.
And
if you don't have a quarterback.
they won't let him go to the Jets. We can stop talking about the Jets.
We're gonna save it. We're gonna save it for Friday. I guess should we start planting the seed about what this week's gonna look like, or should we wait till the end of the week?
Yeah, I don't know what this week's going to look like, so I'd like to know.
After this week, we're going to take a week off and go dark. We will have an episode that will come out. We'll have one episode next week.
Got to recharge.
But
man.
recharge, that will officially mark the end on Friday as the last episode of season 3 of Caps
Holy
Off.
shit.
Which is crazy.
Holy fuck!
been a pleasure.
What a different new season.
Thank
man.
you guys for
Thank-
having
yeah.
me. It's been an absolute
same,
pleasure.
same,
We're gonna have to
on
find
here.
a fourth, man. Yeah.
No, I know, but it's been good being
Or
on
third,
here. I
yeah.
like to yell about sports. I like to debate.
Yeah.
So this has been an absolute pleasure. I
Do you have
appreciate
any?
you guys adding me.
Do you have any suggestions for a replacement? Perhaps.
Wait, why?
Man,
Why?
I don't know, just
Yeah, I was wondering why you
Wait,
said
why are you
Am I getting
doing this?
fired right now? After you just
well,
thank
it's
you
just
guys
end
for
of
being
season
on?
3.
Wait, it's not the end of season 3,
not
though.
the
My
end.
God.
It's not the end.
Contract
Wait.
No, we might have to
We
kill
have
him
3
off
more
in the
episodes.
finale.
Don't do that. No, don't.
I don't know. Just a real
Damn.
plot twist.
I just was genuinely appreciative for
Yeah,
being
that was
invited on, and then Jack was like,
crazy.
"You got any ideas for who's going to replace
You know, we had a really bad game tonight.
You guys remember
Matt
when Dexter's
Ariza.
wife got fucking killed at the end of season 4?
Jack, this is
Oh my
real
God.
This is
life.
not
What
the
a
end.
plot twist.
This is not the end of the fucking.
But what a good story. A good
If
cliffhanger
I
for
were to
season.
get replaced, I would like Stephen A. Smith to take my spot.
I think we can't make that happen.
Can't make. Okay, I will take Max Kellerman.
Don't think that's going to happen either.
Well,
Okay.
hold on. We can have contract negotiations this week.
I'll take Boomer and Carton.
Pat, did you get anything for us from the waste
New
management?
York Sports Radio.
Did you get us anything from the waste management?
Did I what?
Did you get us anything from the waste management?
He's
nope.
gonna do that. He's gonna do that right now.
Wow.
I know exactly what Jack.
We got you a hat from the Super Bowl, man.
Oh
You want my
God.
hat? I'll trade you hats. Actually, that'd be a fair trade. I already have a waste management hat.
All right,
I
we'll
already do
we'll
too.
have contract
Yeah, it's a great hat.
No,
negotiations.
this is just part of the contract negotiation. We got to decide in the finale if we're going to keep you
In all
on.
seriousness, this
kill you
is
in a
this. I
fire.
think this is a pretty decent way to end the final recaps episode of season 3, which is I want every single person to give their one high level, I guess, one sentence, which will end up being a run-on sentence for probably Jack and I and Tycho. Pat
How
will have
about
a
we just
really
give
consent one.
a couple sentences?
Yeah, sure.
Of
Say
what?
whatever you want to recap the season for you as a fan of the 2024-2025 NFL season. Could be anything. Could say what you want.
Let's throw it,
The
Pat.
floor is yours.
I know you got things.
Yeah, I'll start. This
Give thanks.
Yeah, I don't. That's not gonna happen.
have no
Okay,
thanks.
don't give
Gonna be
thanks.
quite-
Just
quite the
recap.
opposite.
Sorry, was trying to.
I'm the same train as you.
I can pretty confidently say that this was the worst season of my life as a football fan.
It's gonna be said 3 times.
Yeah, it might be, but it might be said 4 times.
It might be.
might be
But
said 4.
for the first time in a long time, the Jets had real. I don't want to say Super Bowl aspirations, but we were a guaranteed playoff team in everyone's eyes.
Super Bowl aspirations,
and
too,
yeah, and had Super Bowl aspirations, and we went 4-13. That's all I got. Nothing went wrong. We just sucked. That's it. I really don't. Like, you guys have watched every episode, so you've seen me yell again and again and again. And it sucks on your team like that you don't get to watch them after like week 8 and give a shit. I don't have it in me. I really don't have it in me. This was a tough year. It was a really tough year.
Hold the line.
I got nothing. I'm out of juice.
I was trying the interview tactic where it's like, if you don't
don't
fill
say
the
anything.
dead air,
They'll
they
keep
just
going.
keep talking.
No,
and
it
I
is-
was like,
it
I
is
need
the-
Pat to get on a heater.
It's the finale for a reason. I've quite literally
It's the
exhausted
finale.
all my juice.
I hope she's listening to this. We met Mackenzie Jordan this week at Mid Radio Row, who does Chris Sims' socials and works as like a producer as well for
Her dad, Michael Jordan, came on the show.
the Michael Jordan.
Just a Michael
Works whatever. She works with Chris Sims, and what she was saying was some of her favorite moments from the season has been the crash outs amongst all of us.
That was
So,
actually the first thing. She's like, yeah, I love the crash outs.
Yeah.
We're like, glad someone does.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they suck.
Pat, love you, man. That was
Thanks,
good.
guys. I
That was
appreciate it.
great. So wait, what did you say exactly to
wanna
start
go
yours?
I can pretty confidently say this was the worst season of my life.
I can pretty confidently say this was the worst season of my life. Yeah, so that's 2 for 2. Yeah, it was, you come within extra point of winning the Super Bowl last year and being the favorite to win the Super Bowl this year to having every fucking player get hurt. Brandon Ayuk looks horrible. Then he looks good for a game. Tears his Achilles. Christian McCaffrey comes back. ACL, whatever. He tore fucking shit. Yeah, whatever. He tore his ACL. Christian McCaffrey. He looks slow, and then he gets hurt again. That was lovely. And then we're on to a fourth-string running back.
And then he got hurt too, Garendo.
Yeah, no, I said then we're on to a fourth-string running back because Jordan Mason got hurt and Garendo got hurt.
What was your record?
I believe we were 6-11.
Super Bowl.
We went to overtime against the Chiefs a year ago in the Super Bowl. Would have won if Jake Moody kicked an extra point if he made one.
Yeah.
And we went 6-11.
Yeah.
Sucked balls.
This is we really ought to clip this one out because this is actually hysterical.
Like
just how terrible.
Can we think about how does that happen? How does that happen?
How does what happen?
You go from being the Super Bowl favorite,
Injuries play a factor.
Yeah.
The hangover.
Sucking plays a
fucking
factor.
balls. It was just bad.
Bad football.
All right, Adam's turn.
No, but it's
Where we Jack?
12:55, and we're winning the Super Bowl this year.
Oh,
it's
man.
in San Francisco.
So much spit came
know.
out.
I felt that. That was a
loogie.
lot.
Oh, that was gross.
It was building up. I don't know why.
All right, Adam's turn.
I felt on my chin.
Yeah, no, it was a lot, man. It was
Did it hit you?
no, it was like a
Yeah.
right onto the chin. All right, Adam's turn.
Oh,
The words are, I can quite confidently say this was the worst season of my life.
But you've had one.
I've had bad ones, but I will say this, and I guess this is now turning into a segment of us talking about our teams.
No, this is a really good clip out of just reflecting on your team's season, and
Yeah.
it's like Jets fan, Niners
Yeah.
fan, Dolphins fan, Bears fan, like
Yeah.
we got nothing.
I do
raw
hope
dog
that
this
everyone in the
season.
comments can share
Tough that we're in
their
Eagles stuff.
one sentence recap for their team as well.
whatever
But
their
yeah,
one
I could
sentence.
confidently also say that this was one of the worst seasons of my lifetime as a Dolphins fan.
2.5 out of 3.
Yeah, I went 1-15 one year, and
Greg
that's
Camarillo,
actually
though.
Greg Camarillo, 73 yards, 63 maybe across the middle against the Ravens. But that's not what we're talking about here.
Disagree. I'm doing 14. You got hope for the next year.
2-14 is just like, yeah, we sucked.
I've never
I went
been
2-14 and lost out on the first overall pick.
I've seen. This is my moment, guys. Please, thank you, respect that.
Sorry.
I will say that I have never felt more emotionally spent from a single season.
Yeah.
Roller
rooting
coaster.
for a single fucking man than this season as a Dolphins fan.
Yeah.
Rooting for Tua, banking my literal fucking health on this dude's 2 bullshit arm sleeves.
Yeah.
Is something that when I am
they don't
at
protect him, do they?
18,000 fucking feet of elevation,
Yeah.
and I have Jack, Tycho, and Pat barking down my fucking throat, thinking that they will not,
We're not going.
I'll be praying for your,
well, but
your
in,
return.
psychologically barking down my
I'll be
throat,
praying for your return and safety.
that you guys don't think I can do it, that I will literally be thinking about Tua fucking Tagovailoa and his Swiss cheese brain and always getting hurt. So I'm
for
emotionally
context,
spent.
for people who may not know, Adam will be running a marathon at the base of Mount Everest
Because he said they were
he
going
said the
to.
Dolphins would be first. They'd be AFC championships, I believe.
champion?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, just be for the
Be
1
in-
seed.
The one seed in the
the one
AFC.
Because you were
seed.
inevitably not going to win a playoff game.
Yeah, we would have lost.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, just quick. The 1-15 thing. Those aren't as bad as what you just had because pretty quickly early on, you know to just check out, stop giving a fuck. This whole season was a series of picking back up, beat back down, pick back up, beat back down.
That season said it was your favorite Dolphins memory ever was Greg Camarillo.
Oh yeah.
So that could not possibly be the worst season.
No, but
So-
for 15 weeks, it was the
Okay, but
worst.
say it again then. I want you to say the sentence me and Jack have
Say
said
it.
so far.
I can confidently say this was the worst season of my entire lifetime as a Miami Dolphins
okay.
fan.
There we go. 3 for 3. Tycho, how about starting 4-2 and finishing 5-12?
Dude, come on, let the man speak for himself.
I can quite confidently say that this was the most confusing season
Oh, good.
of my Bears fandom.
Was it not the worst?
No, confusing's good. Confusing's
Definitely.
Cody Parkey was the worst, wasn't it?
Cody Parkey was definitely the worst season.
Confusing's a good word.
I know, but hear me out.
Let him. Yeah, this is yours.
yeah, floor's yours.
We
Sorry.
start off the season 4-2.
Yeah.
I remember that.
We
And then you're going rookie on rookie.
But no, stop. I made
let
a
him do it, let him do it, let him
$500
do
bet with Adam that we would have a better record than the Green Bay Packers.
He did. I backed out. I had. There was some fear in my eyes.
There was fear.
Adam. Jesus Christ.
And then the number 2 overall pick.
Was worried about that bet.
Yeah.
Insane.
I believe
The
in Cal.
number 2 overall pick that we passed upon for our generational quarterback.
Yes.
Yep.
Broke our hearts on a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened after that?
The wheels absolutely fucking
What
fell
other
off.
no? What other type of losses did you have?
Just everything, man. We went from overtime losses. We went to games that we should have won, and we lost. And we didn't call timeouts.
Blocked field
And
Blocked field goals.
blocked field goals. A lot of
Against
those.
the Packers.
Hey, but remember that Week 18 game.
Yeah, you can't forget that one.
Can't forget it.
We won to end the season.
Yeah, you did.
Can't say that.
Come on.
We
Come
ended
on.
the season with a dub.
Yeah, you did.
And
baby.
all I hope is that next year Caleb Williams shows up week 1, fucking nails painted. I want this man to fucking lean into himself.
Yeah, be yourself.
I want
like
him to
that.
fucking like
true, baby.
Matt Nagy, be you, dude. Like
Yeah.
go be yourself. You guys, are, Matt Nagy on his playbook.
Yeah,
says
but
be you.
but we don't want.
But not Matt
Yeah,
Nagy.
we
I
don't.
want Ben Johnson. And R.I.P. Virginia, and like, I think this might have been the best thing that's ever happened to the franchise.
but not his mouth at all. Everyone can read.
Oh, everyone heard it.
Everyone-
I think the mic can hear me over here.
So the owner of the Bears died, and it was the best thing ever, man. Holy shit, yeah. Like,
But yeah, no,
she
I,
was 102.
Hold on, hold on. This
so
is- this
I,
is-
I
She lived a good
genuinely,
life.
I genuinely believe that I'm gonna buy all the way fucking back into the Bears next
No,
year.
you should. You should.
And if they don't win 10 games next year, I'm out. I'm done.
Raise your hand if you're going to be
Wait.
all the way on your team next year.
All the way in.
Tygo,
I don't.
Patty, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't raise my hand.
I
out.
didn't.
Oh, I
I'm
knew
already
you weren't
out.
gonna.
Yeah, I'm out.
I wasn't looking at you.
Check back in
out.
on week 4 or 5 though on me. I'll
I
let
don't
you
know.
know.
Oh wait,
who's
wait.
playing
Let's clip
quarterback.
this part out where they're not all in, and let's listen to them week 1.
I'm out.
Well, but
I get paid to make sports content, so I'm gonna have to like buy in. That's also why this year's like everything's ratcheted up a notch when I have to put a goddamn camera in front of my face and broadcast my emotions to the internet. And like obviously I'm gonna
You'd rather
ratchet it
just
up a
be
bit
at
too.
home
I'd
alone.
rather just be at home and turn the game
don't-
off at halftime.
Yeah, we don't fucking talk about this enough, and I don't think people realize this enough. That like that is the therapist.
Yes.
Yes.
That sucks.
Yeah.
the best
no,
thing about
you guys are the therapist.
No. This
No, but
these are.
I think
yeah.
the
These are
best thing I
therapists,
did
too.
this year was literally looking at nothing on the wall past that camera for
Yeah,
12
it's like
minutes
it's
straight,
a fake
just
mirror.
fucking going.
Yeah.
And that was I felt so much better after that. How many times did you do that this year and you felt fantastic?
I don't know if it made me feel good. It made me angry.
Oh damn.
Can I ask one question?
Please.
I think to wrap this episode, maybe
It's about time. Yeah.
we made the wrong pick, right?
The Bears?
The Bears.
Well,
Yeah.
we were
Like, right?
literally an hour ago just talking about how it's like, well, Jaden was there at 5, the 5th best quarterback of the NFL.
Right?
You made the
Caleb's
wrong pick.
top 25.
You made the very wrong pick.
Like generationally
I
bad wrong.
think this year we could see him. I'm sorry, I'm gonna give you hope. He might be really fucking good with Ben
Okay.
Johnson.
Okay. As long as we have some hope.
Do you want me to do that for you?
I'm
I think
so envious of your position going into next year because it is so make or break it. Like it's
You know what's
just,
so
But
sick?
you love those.
Wait, no,
Yeah,
you know what's
yeah.
actually sick though too is like, okay, we found out Caleb might not be the guy next year. Like, let's go draft another quarterback
No, that's not how this game works.
with Ben Johnson. We
That's-
definitely
that's-
draft another
I'll
quarterback.
tell you right now, it's literally not how it goes.
I think Ben Johnson really wanted to play with Caleb.
Okay, wait. I like this game. Everyone gets one last question for the crew, and then we all wrap. Who do you guys think will be the Jets quarterback to start the 2025 NFL season?
Ooh, good.
Can I like
Like
serious? No.
real guess. Gun to your
Russell
head.
Wilson.
Okay, I was gonna go Justin Fields.
Bang.
Oh,
Was gonna say the
I
same.
think
thing.
it's one of them.
it's gonna be a Steeler because
Russell Wilson or Justin Fields?
I think they're gonna trade one of them for Aaron Rodgers.
I would take Justin Fields.
I think he. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think he's on. Is he on?
No, Aaron Rodgers is gonna go to the Steelers.
Yeah, I don't. That's
His
not a good
contract
fit.
situation's
That's
weird.
not the right fit.
No,
I thought he's
it's
under
like-
contract.
think he
with you
gets-
guys.
I don't understand it. It's one of those weird ones. where
You know,
Look on Spotrac.
he's
You
gonna
can, like,
retire
pick it up
soon.
or put it down.
He's gonna
Like,
retire and then like
Yeah, he'll go
unretire.
far.
He'll go do like a
Um,
trip.
I also
think
you also can't
I
trade
would
for
take
Justin Fields. It was a
Justin
1-year
Fields.
deal, and same with
Who's our OC?
Wait, no, it's not trading
don't
for it.
have
I'm just
No,
saying.
I was just talking.
No,
referring back to
I
Jets.
genuinely
I
think
don't
that
know
Justin
contracts,
Fields might be the
Adam.
guy. But also like maybe like Mitch Trubisky.
No.
Oh my god,
Sam Darnold.
Dude, that would be so killer.
that would be so.
He would be so bad.
No, like Aaron Glenn wouldn't let that happen.
I think what Aaron Glenn's
I have
gonna
another
try
question.
and I genuinely believe.
Oh yeah. Tanner Engstrand,
Who's that?
Sounds like a fucking
Jets
Game of
offensive
Thrones
coordinator.
Oh.
What did he do?
He was with the Vikings.
Passing game coordinator for the Lions.
Ah, that's fun.
Okay, so that means.
I like it.
Yeah, no, I hope you get Justin Fields. He's a really fun quarterback to root for.
That's what I'm saying. I could, like, you guys really like that dude, so I could get
you
bought
can buy
Justin
in. That
Fields. All right,
motherfucker
Adam or Jack,
jumps.
question. Let's get the fuck out of here. I want to go to bed.
I'll be honest. Let's just go.
I want to stay here forever.
All right.
Yeah.
Just not one question.
Yeah,
Just
you have to
make it
do
a one
it.
word. Make it a one word question. It's like, what do you want
like
for
true,
dinner?
like true, or even
tomorrow?
like a true or false.
Who wins the Super Bowl next year?
That's so good.
Bills.
Niners.
Just because I want it to happen. Bills.
Bills.
Yeah, Bills.
Chiefs.
Boring.
Good pick.
I'm sorry.
Good pick. I can see the Eagles going back to back.
Yeah, no.
Me too.
Can't.
Saquon's on the team.
Me too.
I don't have an
Tiger,
answer.
Tiger, come on.
Ravens.
Okay.
All right, Adam, question.
What do the Dolphins do at quarterback?
What's your Oh my God, you just gave him like 60 million, didn't you? 55.
They did the thing. They did the thing.
Well,
Keep on rocking and rolling with Tua. It's about your only choice.
yippity yay.
You're asking the question with one
Can I
answer.
switch my? Can I switch
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Yes,
it's a back
please.
question.
Yeah, yeah.
Gut check. Do you move Tyreek? Off
Yes.
the Dolphins?
Yes.
That's what good organizations do. They cut
Yeah.
bait when those players
Like
are
that's
act
if
that.
the Niners don't trade Debo, I'm gonna be pissed.
I also like saw something. It's like you have Tyreek and Jalen both like wanting out, and it's like they did everything to bring you over to the Miami Dolphins, and now you're just like bitching and moaning and wanting out when the going gets tough. Like
peace.
you do not want those kind of guys in your organization and in your locker room. So get rid of them.
Get rid of both of them. Get a lot of draft
You
picks.
get sick draft picks. Yeah.
So
And then bench Tua, tank, draft all offensive linemen. Those
Just gonna let you know. So that means we're gonna keep Tua. I mean, we're gonna keep Tyreek.
Probably.
100%.
Oh,
because you don't do
100%.
the
Yeah,
right thing.
it's sick. Yeah.
We're a bad franchise.
Greer's great.
Even though after the day after said I want out, and then now he's like, oh no, I'm back.
Tiger,
All
you're,
right.
you're leaving right after this, right? You're not doing any bullshit downstairs.
I don't know.
Oh, he's gonna do some bullshit. I don't have my
Tucker,
car.
you got a question?
Andy has my car.
I'm so.
Oh,
tired.
can we rank the NFC North quarterbacks right now?
No,
Dude,
oh my
shut the
god,
fuck up.
bro! Like,
And that is the final recaps episode of Caps Off. Thank you guys for everything. It's been a wonderful NFL
so
season.
tired.
I've
It's
enjoyed talking to all of you.
1:06 in the morning.
What a season,
And
fellas.
Adam's
One for the
gonna keep
books.
going for the next couple hours.
We barely
All
talked about
right.
the game.
We will see
Oh,
you
I
on
like the game a
Wednesday.
lot.
Love you.